What's happening, guys? I'm Dan. Welcome back to the channel. Today we are reviewing some Three Floyd's beer. Guess what? I went to Dark Lord Fest just a few days ago, time of recording. It was a freaking blast. I will save my experience for another video. I will literally probably record it after this, but by coincidence, this came into Michigan distribution. So this isn't actually from Munster, Indiana. Like, yes, it was produced there, but I got it in Michigan, so that's crazy. My store actually sells this. It was just a complete coincidence that this came into distribution this last week. So it's called Three Floyd's Pride and Joy, a pale ale, clocking in at, let me tell you something, 5%. Really strange for Three Floyd's, right? Usually we get the high gravity, crazy IPAs, but they do make pale ales and IPAs that are lower. Sometimes the Zombie Dust, not that crazy. But this is, again, just a pale ale or mild ale, per my research. I think this one's been around for quite a long time, but I don't know that it's been in distribution ever. I don't know that it's been available in a very long time, so don't know a ton about it. I just did a quick skim online. I try not to research too much, to be honest. I don't want to have a bias or anything, but it looks like this is freshly put into distribution. It was canned on or bottled on, which I like this. Now they put it on the side, but it's hard to see because they like etch it into the glass. Where is it? So bottled on 5/3/24, today is 5/22, so less than 3 weeks fresh, coming from Munster, even though I could have probably got this on tap recently, but it's okay. It's in Michigan distribution. It's gonna be like $11.99 for a sixer. Great value. Let's see what follows suit here, guys. So got the typical kind of purple-green bottle cap. Nice little pop. Let's go to the Michigan glass. And I did get some glassware, or my brother-in-law did, and I got some merch. You feel me? Hold on. You like this? You like this? I'm decked out in Three Floyd's gear, boy, because I bought it just a few days back. It was a sick event, guys. Dark Lord Day lived up to its name and its hype. I'll do a separate video. I'll do a separate video right after this. I'll probably upload it long before this review, actually. So, ooh, look at this. Orangey caramel in the glass. Look at that sucker. Okay. We'll leave a little bit in there. Moderate carbonation to heavy carbonation straight into the top. Little touch of off-white head sitting on top as a little skim milk, if you will. But let's get an aroma, guys. Cheers. Not cheers. Aroma. Definitely like caramel, malty cereal grains. Heavy grapefruit. Heavy tangerine oils. Kind of light, like it's more dominant, leaning on its maltiness than it is like the citrus or the, I don't know, there could be like stone fruity tropical in here a little bit, but I think I'm gonna lean more towards that oily citrus. Excuse me. Ooh, felt that coming. It smells weird, in a good way. It's not like it's bad. It's just, it's a 5% pale ale. It doesn't smell like crazy hoppy, but it's pretty aromatic. I don't know. Let's just dive in. Pride and Joy. I feel like this is a worthy review. Let's check it out, guys. Cheers, Three Floyd's. Wow. So, it's very chill. I mean, it's more malty, like I suspected on the nose, than it is leaning on the characteristics of the hops. Like the malt profile is firm, it's kind of soft, but it's definitely firm. It's almost like an amber or something like that. It's kind of like caramely, it's kind of toasty. It's got a little bit of cereal grain in there as well. It's floral for sure, but it's not like overly punchy or hoppy. It's just like I guess the mild ale makes sense. I've never really like seen or heard that, but I think this is categorized as a pale ale / mild ale. And I can see why, because it's not going to lean so much on the fruits as it is the malt characteristic of this beer. Soft citrus, maybe a little bit of like stone fruity genericness, a little bit of tropical touch, but I think it really is like grapefruit and tangerine, the most heavy citrus games that are being played here, you know, if anything, besides the malt profile. super smooth. Like, it's not like anything that I've can think of off the top of my head. Like, I don't recall having a beer like this. It's a subtle, firm maltiness that's very drinkable. It's not too hoppy, but it is reminiscent of a pale ale. It is soft and delicate and slightly just a touch of hoppiness. Maybe a touch of grass. But again, that like caramel toffee backbone is the most firm thing this beer has to offer. And it's just moderate. This beer is just, I can explain it as a moderate beer, as in there isn't a ton of flavor unless you like the malty characteristics that it's bringing to the table. It's enjoyable. It's just like different. I don't know how to feel about it. Like, I feel like if you want something that's super smooth and crushable, but you still want a beer, like this would be a great option. Yeah, like I'm not dissatisfied. I would have liked more hoppiness. I would have liked more citrus just popping, or some sort of like other hoppy qualities, but I can't really reach for them. Soft citrus. I mean, that's what I'm gonna say. It's grapefruit and tangerine. It's the most apparent fruit that's in this beer, if anything. Again, you could say there's tropical and stone, but they're so not really there. Like, I feel like the citrus is the most dominant thing you're gonna get, and it's just off that cusp of that malty backbone. Super easygoing, super drinkable, not gonna be displeasurable or unpleasurable in any way, but if you're looking for something with more hop characteristic, if you're looking for something with more flavor, maybe this beer isn't for you. But for what it's worth, it is very great. It's very memorable, because I don't know that I've had many things that taste like this. At 5%, it's so light, but again, the maltiness is very easygoing, very subtle, but it's the firmest thing you're going to get in this beer. Yeah, I don't know. Is that a review? I guess it is. I feel like I didn't say anything besides it's kind of malty in a smooth way. Could have a bunch of these. You could really have a bunch of these. It feels old school. It feels like the years where the tropical notes in the citrus, like double dry hopping, they weren't important back then. This feels old school in a good way. Like, it's refreshing. It's a taste of the old school, if you will, but I really actually do enjoy it. But maybe this review can serve a purpose for you if you're looking for something more than this old school kind of mild pale ale. It is what it is. I mean, how do I rank this? It's not like it's crazy. I don't know. It's good, but I'm only... It's not my first choice. Like, if I'm looking for an IPA or a pale ale, like, I probably won't choose this first, but it's very good and it's different. So 3.8 out of 5, like 3.8 out of 5, like I'm gonna remember it, but because there's nothing really like it, let's put it that way. So yeah, guys, Pride and Joy, 3.8 out of 5. I'll tell you about Munsterfest / Dark Lord Day, whatever you want to say, and just look for that video. It's coming, and it's probably already been released time of recording, so you can go back and look at that video if you want. Maybe I'll even put it in the description below. So guys, till next time, cheers, pros, yamas, it is what it is. I'm out.